This is the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, famously known as Luth Idiaraba. In here at the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, College of Medicine, University of Lagos, is the Maternal Reproductive Health Research Collective. The visit is facilitated by the Obafemi Awolowo University Great Ife Alumni Association, Dallas Branch, USA, with the support of Great Ife Mainland Metro Gimm Lagos Branch. The objective is that of saving lives and is themed Save Our Red Cells with the donation presentation ceremony to the Maternal Reproductive Health Research Collective. Evangelist Adekunbi Akintaylor is the representative of the OAU Alumni Dallas Branch and incidentally is the pioneer chairman of Great Ife Mainland Metro Lagos Branch, who led the visiting group for the donation along some members of Gimm and the executive body.
To help people, especially the sickle cell warriors, survive and more to come. Whatever is in there will be something, but I'm sure more should be followed. And I'm saying, I'm reaching out to you all. Please, when you're thinking of helping out, MRH, Maternal and Reproductive Health Research Collective. We know how important research is, and we know research is not cheap. That we know.
The occasion was one of nostalgia for the founder and chairperson of the Maternal and Reproductive Health Research Collective, Professor Bosede Afolabi, who herself is an alumni and 1992 graduate of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State. Indeed, her excitement was visible from her expression.
Something that led me to go into maternal and reproductive health is the fact that women are still dying unnecessarily from pregnancy and childbirth in Nigeria. And as a medical student, I was passionate about obstetrics and gynecology and found it a very interesting specialty, especially because I'm a woman myself. And as time went on, I know how women feel. I know what everything to do with obstetrics and gynecology feels like. Is it pregnancy? Is it menstruation? Is it pain? All the different things. I know how it feels, so I know how to empathize about my patients. But more importantly, the fact that women are dying so frequently, so much, so unnecessarily because of pregnancy and childbirth, it's really piqued my interest, and that is one of the major reasons why I decided to go into this area.
Away from the felicitations, a check of $10,000 was unveiled and thereafter presented to the Maternal and Reproductive Health Research Collective to support their initiatives. Two of the beneficiaries of the Save Our Red Cells, otherwise referred to as Sickle Cell Warriors, were on hand to share their testimonials of how the Maternal Reproductive Health Research Collective has been of assistance to them.
That faith that I have in her just didn't come from knowing her and all the achievement, but the work she has done, the passions she has for women. It's not even about being HPSS or diabetic or being hypertensive, but being somebody that is very interested in making women progress in life, achieving their dreams. I met her because I was having a series of miscarriages. I had like 4, I think, before I met her. And my brother introduced me to her because he was also a medical student in Luth then. And the first time I met her, I fell in love with her and the relationship grew. She saw me through 2 pregnancies. I have a boy and a girl. The boy is 14 and the girl is 12.
Professor Bosede speaks further on the objectives of the Maternal Reproductive Health Research Collective in her quest to help tackle maternal reproductive health challenges in relation to the issues of sickle cell anemia.
Awareness. Nigeria has the highest number of people living with sickle cell disorder in the world, because unlike other climes, this is where we have the highest number of black people, and black people are the ones that have the highest incidence of sickle cell. So Nigeria has the highest. About 150,000 babies are born yearly with sickle cell disease in Nigeria, whilst the total number of people living with sickle cell in America, for example, is about 100,000, the total number. So it's a very serious problem here, and so it's important to advocate for it always, both in children, in pregnancy and so on. About half the number of people with sickle cell don't live up to age 5. Half, up till today, is still that much. The latest demographic health survey in Nigeria showed that about 49%, which is more or less half. After that, but there are also variable causes. Some people will be okay, some people will not even have, some people don't even know until they are pregnant. Some people don't even know until they are much older. So there are some variable causes depending on what type of hemoglobin you have, that is blood cell type you have. Having said that, it is still a very, very problematic condition, and it's important to bring awareness to it over and over and over again.
Evangelist Adekunbi Akintaylor also wraps up the efforts and convictions of the OAU alumni generally and Dallas branch in particular to always give back to society and the cause of humanity.
So charity is one thing they do not joke with, and they've identified an area where there's a lot of loss of lives globally, and like you said, like the Prof said, Nigeria is so affected. But then maybe the next question is, why this particular group? Prof came over, she was invited for a program, and she gave a speech as the guest speaker, and she actually highlighted all what these sickle cell warriors are going through, and it so touched their hearts. And it is because it's touched their hearts that people have dug into their pockets. Organizations have also donated to make sure that this presentation of the 10,000, am I allowed to say the amount? Okay, $10,000 check, $10,000, which I think mental calculation will give it 8-point-something million to help the research work and to also assist all those struggling that are financially, not buoyant to do that. So it's still part of saving lives, and I think I give them kudos, or I give us kudos.
The Maternal Reproductive Health Research Collective has the vision to build partnerships to help improve reproductive health for women, thereby reducing maternal mortality ratio. According to reports by the World Health Organization, Nigeria has the second highest rate in the world, with about 34% of global maternal deaths occurring in Nigeria and India alone. The World Health Organization, as of January 2021, further states that the maternal mortality rate of Nigeria is put at 814 deaths per 1,000 lives per birth.